Toy Chat is not a children's channel. This video is intended for adult gift givers and collectors. Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
So, we've been doing this for a little while now, where we just host these little brief impromptu podcast style videos just with pre-recorded audio of us chatting off camera. It kind of just allows us to share hot topics with you guys really quickly. It's a lot, just easier and more effective to put these out than our usual structured, formatted videos. We're gonna try to kind of formalize these types of videos moving forward. Maybe I'll clearly label them as podcast videos. In the past on our channel, we used to do a lot of discussion videos just titled Collector's Corner, where we would discuss hot topics in the doll and toy industry. And we might just go ahead and stick with that. So consider this the first official episode, quote unquote, of the Collector's Corner podcast on Toy Chat. Of course, we are going to continue producing our usual, more structured, review content. But yeah, this is just a great opportunity for us to just hop in super quick and share thoughts with you guys so we can just stay on top of those hot topics because, it moves fast. So, Friday the 13th is not just for the ghouls anymore. Very strategically placed, Rainbow High and Shadow High both revealed new dolls. Upcoming new dolls.
I mean, it's dolls that we kind of were expecting for a while. There's been leaks and just titles for these characters. Mm-hmm. But yeah, each Instagram account revealed, their prospective dolls. Yes.
So from Shadow High, we have Veronica and Naomi Storm, the Storm twins, both of whom, of course, we have already met in the animated series. And Rainbow High had its own reveal of a much-demanded character, Ainsley Slater of Ainsley and Aiden fame, Avery's little squad. So we are just going to give our first impressions of these dolls. Obviously, we only have 2 images total to go off of at this time of recording. More images, the official promos have not leaked. So in this video, we're really just going to go ahead and give our first impressions of these doll reveals. Some of you have been requesting it and DMing me about it. So, and I was super excited when these were revealed. Yeah, as Sang mentioned, it was partially expected, but also kind of surprising. Obviously, Rainbow High Series 4 is already out. Essentially, there are some folks already finding it at Walmart. And now we have these new girls, which of course we do have the upcoming Rainbow High Shadow High crossover event, the Popup event in Los Angeles, California, which Sang and I will be attending. So if y'all are going, we might see you there. The timing of this is really interesting because now I'm curious if these dolls will be available at the event.
Under each of their photos that they posted on their Instagram accounts, they did hold a contest where you could win. There was a lucky winner who won 2 tickets to the event, as well as the doll in the photo. Depending on which photo you commented on and entered for, you could win either Ainsley or the Storm twins. So looks like, judging from what is listed in the comment, looks like you won 2 tickets and then the dolls. So I'm assuming the dolls will be there.
At the event. Yes. Now, I'm going to venture a guess that it doesn't seem very likely that these dolls will be exclusive to the event. It's possible it's just a pre-release. Maybe there will be an exclusive variant version. We don't know for sure. Obviously, some of the information that's gone out about this event has been a bit vague.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're going to talk about rumors, but... Well, Ainsley, I feel like there's a listing for her under Shadow High. But clearly in the photo here, she's still under Rainbow High. Her belt says Rainbow on there. So I wonder if there's a color variant of her going to a different school, the other school, but we don't know yet.
It's interesting too, because I know it leaked quite a while ago that there was going to be an Ainsley playset. Some comments about that actually will tie into our first impressions. So let's just go ahead and jump into that first. Mm-hmm. So first impressions of the twins. How do we feel about Veronica and Naomi?
Well, we first saw them in the show, and I thought, from the show, wow, they're not monotone.
They're not great. They're not grayscale.
They're not grayscale. And, you know, and these dolls are not grayscale, and they do look pretty accurate to the show. So I'm happy about that. So it looks like they're gonna be purple, but they're gonna have kind of this like oil slick like coating on them. So they're gonna look, you know, like when you see oil or like an oil spill, there's kind of like that iridescent kind of oily texture to it. So I think, yeah, that's kind of their color scheme.
Yes, which I love. I mean, really, ever since they appeared on the show, the way I kind of visualize them is they're kind of like the bridge between Rainbow High and Shadow High. And obviously, when they were first introduced, they were the first Shadow High characters we officially met in the animated series. And yeah, it was a very cool combination of kind of very dark, you know, black, white, kind of grayscale leaning aspects to their palette. But of course, these dolls are not grayscale. Honestly, I mean, just knee-jerk first impression, I absolutely love them. I think they look fabulous. They are everything I wanted. You know, I mean, I know in the past we have seen animated characters and really a variety of different things in media introduced, and you appreciate how they look in animation and you're like, oh, I love all these little details. But then when you see a doll or a toy release of that character, I think a lot of people end up disappointed or frustrated that certain things are missing or lacking. They went in on these details. I mean, Veronica has tweed in her skirt and in her coat. You know, we have the faux fur details. We have, yeah, the iridescent coloration of Naomi's boots and their rainbow eyeshadow. Something that really caught my eye as well is Veronica's bubblegum in the photo. I'm like, how... I love that. I think that would be an incredible accessory. I really just want to know how it will attach. And if you remove it, is there going to be like that little hole? Like Monster High did that with Zombie Gaga, obviously. So it's like you can make the hole look nice, but curious how that's going to work. I think something magnetic might be cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work if it's magnetic. But yeah, a hole would be kind of weird. So I'm curious how they would look in person, and you know, there are a couple cool things that we don't really. If you take a closer look at the photos, like their nails, they have the long fingernails.
They do. Their fingernails look extra long. Like I know all the Shadow High dolls have long nails, but I'm like, dude, are theirs even longer? They're like super long in that photo. Something I think is really cool about these two that'll probably satisfy some people is the fact that I think when Shadow High was first like leaked, there were a lot of people who were hoping and speculating that the fashions would be very goth, you know, very dark, vampy. And we got a bit of that in Shadow High, but I think it still kept a lot of the high fashion, you know, classier inspiration. With these two, you're getting that edgier kind of bits and pieces of streetwear mixed with high fashion and like more of a goth kind of, you know.
I think Shadow High is pretty goth, the standard dolls, but
yeah,
not goth, but
it depends on the character.
I think they're streetwear. These are more high fashion. These girls, because she's wearing tweed, so that's kind of Chanel-esque. The other characters are more so. Naomi is kind of like goth leaning a little bit with all the studs. And, well, this is kind of what I was expecting Shadow High to be, more of that goth look. And then we end up getting a more monotone grayscale dolls. Yeah.
And also, you know, the whole grayscale thing, I guess it just doesn't mean anything at all, because I just watched the most recent episode of the animated series, and the Rainbow High students are, spoiler alert if you're not caught up, but the Rainbow High students are inside the halls of Shadow High, and there's just, so I guess they're just some of these kids are grayscale and some aren't, and that's just the way it is, and no one questions it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But I love them. The rumor is that they will be priced at $69.99, $70, and there's a rough rumored release date window of June of this year. But obviously, yeah, you know, who knows? Maybe they will get released early at this pop-up event. Let us know what you guys think of them in the comments. I am extremely excited for them. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Ainsley next. What do we think of Ainsley?
You know, she's very accurate to the show. I think there's some minor details that are missing from her outfit. Like there
are some important details missing. Yeah.
I mean, she's a little bit more monotone than or she's lacking color that the original show has. Like some of the yellow in her eyeshadow looks like they're gone. Like honestly, you can correct me, but I think her makeup looks really similar to Amaya's, right? The second Amaya?
It does. There's a little yellow in there, but it's like at the inner crease, so you can barely see it.
Yeah, I mean, again, these are, the only image we're going off of is the one that was posted, and it is heavily, like, edited and stylized. So she might have some more yellow in her makeup. But yeah, on the show, it's very vibrant. I
think you notice it so much more on the show because when they lower their eyelids, you see like all the color. And obviously, of course, the sculpt is in a specific pose. But
oh, well, I was going to say, yeah, she's missing the chain on her her top as well as the
safety pins. Yeah, and a lot of people have been commenting on that, the fact that she's missing the safety pins. So I think, honestly, the one on her sleeve, if those were missing, it's whatever. Like, I mean, you could get miniature safety pins and like add them yourself. The fact that this is missing, the little safety pin with like the dangling kind of chain or attachment with rainbow, I'm a little bummed that's missing because that will be harder to recreate. But it's also worth noting, so yeah, the rumor is that this Ainsley will still be part of a play set, which may mean she's not getting a standard release, like in the usual Rainbow High boxes with a second outfit and stuff like that. Or maybe she'll come with other fashions, I don't know for sure. If all the rumors are true, she'll definitely still have things to mix and match. A little bummed about those missing safety pin pieces, also just because I feel like they're such a defining part of her look. But she's still lovely. I sincerely hope that if we are getting an Ainsley doll, that an Aiden doll is not far behind her. He's the male character from the show, from the animated series that I want most. I think he could potentially be really gorgeous in doll form. And you know, they're besties. So yeah, I hope we get an Aiden doll.
That would be really nice. It'd be kind of interesting if she's in a playset, because I think she looks fairly detailed on her own in that outfit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we will find out more in near future or at the event. But we will be recording, right? We will be filming.
Yes, we're going to be filming at the event, so you guys can definitely expect, you know, hopefully some fun little vlog / discussion footage from the Popup event in LA. So definitely stay tuned to our channel for that.
And we'll also be doing Series 4 as well. Looks like Europe got them first this time, which is really nice. I know European fans feel left out sometimes, but it's nice that it looks like, I think some people in Italy and other parts have found them already, so that's pretty cool. But it looks like, yeah, well, like Max said, Walmart here has started receiving them too. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, and you know, we'll have our video up when we find them.
Wish us luck with all this work we'll have to do. There's going to be a lot to cover, but stay tuned. It'll be fun. So thank you for joining us for, I guess, what will be episode 1 of the Collector's Corner podcast. Yeah, we'll try to have these little podcast videos. You know, if you guys want to request kind of just our quick hot take first impressions on, you know, major things happening with our favorite brands within the industry, let us know and we'll try to record these real quick. They're definitely easier and less stressful to produce than our usual videos, but be on the lookout for a lot more content in the weeks and months to come. Let us know what you guys think of the Storm twins and Ainsley so far. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.